channel. Iron Rounds and the Monster Bash tournament continues with a possessed and a cursed one. Round 1. Environment. Dr. Fate, let's talk about his pros. I want to say he is the environment himself. Anywhere he goes, he can make the environment change to his favor as he harnesses magic that can alter anything in his surroundings. Go to Fate's Tower and Ghost Rider is in trouble, as in this realm his base of operation favors him greatly, and is likely to give him a more helping hand to Ghost Rider's powers. He can take the fight to places he's very familiar with, and that would give Ghost Rider a harder time compared to someone like Fate who knows his way around. Pretty much no matter how you slice it, Dr. Fate has options to work with. Now, of course, the cons, not every location might favor him. For example, Ghost Rider's home turf where Zarathos resides, having him backing you in your corner during a brawl would apply a lot of pressure to Dr. Fate. Alright, now let's talk about Ghost Rider's pros. Hell is a place that Ghost Rider has ruled at one point in the comics. Having that under his belt should indicate how much of an advantage it is for him to battle it out here, as the environment provides the most for his powers. An entire realm that provides all the ammunition you could need. What other thing do you need? Well, he also has anywhere else evil resides and darkest dimensions as well. He doesn't necessarily need environments to thrive, but when he does, it's mostly because of his purpose, as the Ghost Rider gives him almost unlimited resources everywhere he goes. Now, Rider's cons, of course, places that are heavenly based or holy are troublesome to the boy, and even daylight can affect his powers at times, so there are some options of weakness to exploit. Ultimately, though, there has to be one clear winner for this round, and my pick is Ghost Rider. Confusion, I'm sure, because points given appeared to be going Dr. Fate's direction. I'll give you that. But the one added cherry on top to Ghost Rider was his former crown. He used to rule the underworld, which means he can obtain the power of the entire realm. If we compare Mephisto using the similar power, you can see at one point in the comics where Mephisto would clash with Galactus to create a multiverse level threat. So those powers in Ghost Rider's hands could come in handy for a W. Alright, round 2, preparation. Dr. Fate's pros. The man has worked with time before, making spells that could help Superman be immune to magic, or combining his mini-son to Green Lantern's Alan Scott's construct to form something that could hold Solomon Grundy. Whatever example you take, Dr. Fate has demonstrated using his time wisely. Of course, he also has the power to manipulate time, so he could technically slow down time as long as he needs to prepare if Ghost Rider seems to be approaching. He can have preparation spells ready to surprise tricks, or if he needs to summon a weapon at a moment's notice. With magic in your corner, it's almost an infinite amount of possibilities you can use to your favor before stepping into the arena. Now, the cons, of course, Zarathos is considered a very powerful being. Granted, he lost to Mephisto and then cursed to emerge with a human to limit his powers. But let's be clear, getting defeated by Mephisto is quite something to have on your resume. It's like saying in a more normal human context, getting your butt kicked by Brock Lesnar or Bruce Lee. And if you don't know who that is, or who they are, go check them out. One's a wrestler and the other is a martial artist. But having your butt kicked by them would show some level of impressive skill sets compared to just fighting a random bum in the street. My point being, is not easy to beat him. Dr. Fate may have trouble putting him down for good. Now let's talk about Ghost Rider's pros. He can level up before battle, and he can lean towards Cosmic Ghost Rider, who, you guessed it, has the power source of cosmic proportions, which means he can fight equal grounds with Dr. Fate in this form. In this form, he too can control time since he is linked to the time stone, making what Dr. Fate can do, the Rider can do. This power level alone should be enough needed to get the job done. Now let's talk about the cons. Of course, Dr. Fate has fought cosmic level threats before and has had their number most of the time. It might come to the same result for Ghost Rider. Ultimately though, there has to be one clear winner for this round, and my pick is Dr. Fate. He has endless spells to rely on for offense and defense, and if he'll more likely know his enemy's weakness ahead of time since Dr. Fate is about knowledge. Once he learns about the Rider, it's already game over for him. Alright, round 3. Get it done. Let's start off with Dr. Fate's pros. He has survived being thrown into an endless loop of multiverses. Heck, he even shielded himself from a multiverse level explosion. The Sorcerer is considered one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe, as he is also one of the 5 most powerful beings in the cosmos. Right there with Darkseid and Atragon and a bunch of others. He fought off powerful 3 magic characters from Atragon to Satana, heck, even Spectre. He can open portals to other dimensions that have giant-like monsters, create duplicates of himself to widen his scale, use certain magical spells to bind you down. Dr. Fate is also very knowledgeable, which comes in handy when facing something of this demonic nature, learning about their weaknesses much as their strengths. He can grow in size, making him as big as a planet and hold his ground in a battle for an extended period of time, as he did with Mordru, who is considered very powerful himself. He has fought pantheon gods. Yeah, Fate is no joke, and will prove it when throwing down with the Ghost Rider. Now let's talk about his cons. Of course, dependence there is something Fate would have to worry about. I mean, even with Nabu on the driver's seat, the host still is part of the action, which means his human side does know pain and guilt, which means he hits him with that, it might be game over for Fate. Ghost Rider's pros. Let's talk about him. He has leveled up in the comics quite a few times, where Fate has had hosts more than he's increased his power. So he's pretty much just switched his host more than he's actually leveled up in any kind of way. Whether Cosmic or King of Hell, the Rider has had some serious juice in his time to take on a buffet of powerful characters. His cosmic form has the possibility of the greatest odds at defeating Dr. Fate, as it broadens his scopes in terms of what he can do with his powers. The King of Hell also might be enough, as having the full might of the realm backing you up could be enough to overwhelm the human side of Nabu's host. Also remember, penance there can still affect the host, which might leave Nabu without one. He has the chains of Sidorak bones to hold you down. In a straight up hand-to-hand exchange, Ghost Rider might have Dr. Fate's number, as his strength can reach the 100 tons level, and while yes, Dr. Fate can take it a step further and have Superman strength, he still has to conjure his strength for that to happen, while Ghost Rider has easier access to it. Of course, the cons, can probably be taken from his host mid-fight, as Dr. Fate has the power and magical elements to do that if he wanted to get better odds of winning. Dr. Fate has holy weapons to summon upon that also if he wants to do some serious damage to the Ghost Rider. Ultimately though, there has to be one clear winner, and my pick is Dr. Fate. Don't get me wrong, Ghost Rider is impressive. He's got a lot going for him, and if he levels up, he's in a good state. But Dr. Fate doesn't need to level up. He has so many tricks up his sleeve because he's a magic-based sorcerer, which means he can do anything he wants when it comes to, the fabric of reality. Where Ghost Rider has somewhat of those abilities too, but only to a certain extent, which means Dr. Fate just has much more of an upper hand when it comes to that. So yeah, when it comes to leveling up, I don't think there's going to be enough to take on Dr. Fate in this essence. Alright guys, that's going to do it for us. If you guys enjoyed this, please share, like, subscribe. You guys want to check out their origins and their abilities, check out the list in the link of the description, or just look out the playlist titled Brief Origins and P.A.F. And as always, No Press fam, we really appreciate you guys keeping it 900 subs. Peace. Shout out to all my content supporters. We're not working together, but we like to give credit where credit is due. Ivan the Unstoppable for all the knowledge of comic feats, Watch Mojo for origins and for all the background videos, Comic Historian, Comics Explained, and key issues. Go ahead and check them out and tap into the world of comics by supporting other creators. Link to channels will be in the description below.